Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to talk about Ansible control server and node in on-premises or in the cloud with help of Ansible architectures environment. So here is our Ansible architectures environment where we have Ansible control server and different remote server in on-premises or in the cloud, and we are getting the SSH connectivity or like in WinRM, where we are getting the connectivity from Ansible control server to the development environment, and in number of like in manual admin user or release managers or build tools, or like in source management control is connecting to the Ansible control server, and the set of a playbook or like an ad-hoc command will be performed from Ansible control server to the development QA or UAT or productions environment respectively. So Ansible, there is no agent in a node. So meaning in other tools we need to install that in node into that in agent into that in all nodes or like remote server. Then only will get that in connectivity from their control server to that in remote. But in case of Ansible, there is no need to install that in any agent into that in a remote server in on premises or in the cloud. Only thing we need a SSH or like in WinRM. So we are going to create that in a two provision the two virtual box in Windows 10 PC, one for Ansible control server and another one for Apache web server, and both base OS will be there CentOS 7, and in that base OS will configure the name of the host and IP address of Ansible control server, and Apache web server as well, like in web server 01, and we'll connect from Ansible control server to that with help of SSH to Apache web server, and all these configurations we are going to do in live. And Ansible in configurations deployment, you can in consider like in environment specific for QA environment and like in a productions environment, and where you can use that in especially Ansible for software configurations deployment or like in OS hardening patching or like in upgrade if you want, and similarly for like in a productions environment. And if we'll talk about Ansible configurations or deployment tool into that in automations or like in end-to-end, where we have a development continuous integrations, continuous delivery and continuous testing. In that case also Ansible will be help it out for doing the deployment in especially in on premises or in the cloud, and like in doing that in a like in OS hardening patching before that in a base image creations in terms of a Terraform and Packer. So that's all about in this lectures, just a overview, but we'll see that in end to end in example in upcoming lecture. And once again, thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any concerns. I'll be answer within 24 hours.